On the menu this week, the most transcendental throuple you will ever see. We've been talking a lot lately about Jupiter's mystical, magical, soulful conjunction with Neptune in otherworldly Pisces. We have also covered Venus's entry into Pisces, the sign of her exaltation, a sign of divine love, a sign of higher love. And maybe this placement has been opening a lot of doors for you in a place where we've been in survival mode. A lot of us have been in survival mode for the last 2 years. So Venus's entry into Pisces is just producing this opening that we haven't had the space or permission to experience in quite some time. How is your heart doing? I don't know about you, but mine has been blasted open. Ever since Venus entered Pisces, it's just been waterworks for me. And I did not expect to be as weepy under this transit. However, it has opened and moved some energy in a very beautiful way. And I'm feeling a lot of relief and actually looking forward to my next big waterworks because it is, did you know that tears produce like a hormone that makes you feel better? It's one of those weird, we like to joke about the sign of Pisces and escaping our bodies. And there's plenty of jokes there. But the fact that tears can actually get us high is kind of hilarious for Pisces. So what can we expect now that we have a trifecta meetup? We have Venus conjoining with Neptune on the 27th of April, followed by the exact conjunction with Jupiter on April 30th. And that one is especially profound because we know that Venus is exalted in Pisces, but did you know that there are degrees of max exaltation and depression and all that other stuff? But Venus's max degree of exaltation happens to be 27 degrees of Pisces. And if we want to be technical, we could say that would have to be 26 and some change, but we're close enough. Venus is conjoining Jupiter at 27 degrees and some change. So, hey, I'm going to count it. Venus conjunct Jupiter at the max degree of exaltation. That is juicy. So what can we expect? Pretty much, this is going to be a peak. This is going to be a culmination of a lot of the energies that have been building over the last month. We had Venus entering Pisces on April 5th. We had the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction happen on the 12th of April. So a lot of this has already been creating sort of the palette, has been creating the celestial backdrop for us. So this is basically going to be a peak for this experience of unity, opening our hearts, opening ourselves, putting ourselves out there for connection. I know that that's something that I see a lot in my client work is, people desiring like a deeper, more soulful, more profound connection. And Venus in Pisces has a shooting for the ideal, by the way. Like we want the ideal. We want the magical story. And, no one is perfect. No relationship is perfect. But Venus in Pisces is damn ready and willing to try to make it perfect. So Venus in Pisces invites us to go the extra distance for love. What can we do to help our partner out? What can we do for them? Or what can we do for our best friend or our loved one? And for me, one of the ways that this has really shown up is just wanting to spend time with the besties, Some of the besties who I haven't got to spend the most time with actually in the last couple years, both due to the pandemic, but also I got a 2-year-old. So I've been really connecting with the besties. And it's been beautiful and it just feels so nourishing on a soul level. And maybe you're desiring to do the same, or maybe you're establishing new connections and it feels really activating. It feels really soulful. The goal of this transit is unity, is connection, is finding common ground and being able to go high with that. Another layer to this is, are you feeling indulgent? Because I am. Venus's conjunction with Jupiter is very indulgent. We got the two benefics. They're at the max degree of exaltation. Boundaries aren't really a thing with Neptune. So we're loading up the plate. We're loading up those nachos with everything we could possibly put on it. We're not saying no to the bacon. We're not saying no to the sour cream. We are loading that plate up. And I encourage you to do so because Venus and Jupiter rule the sweetness in life. They rule the thickness in life. They want us to have it all. This is all happening in the very fertile sign of Pisces. And so give in to those desires if you can, if it makes sense, if you feel safe doing so. Because this is a once every 12-year thing with Venus conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. This will happen only once every 12 years. And it might not even happen every time. Like Jupiter might eke out by the time Venus gets there. So it's not even guaranteed. And with Neptune, this is a once every 150-year thing. So this is a very, very big deal. Maybe it's 170. Anyhow, what I'm saying is I encourage you to celebrate life. I encourage you to say yes to the sweetness. I encourage you to indulge a little bit because this is the time where we want our cup to be flowing over. That's the energy, that's the invitation of this transit. Pisces being a dual sign, there's something real hedonistic about this with the little fishy swimming down to the earth, something that invites us to have a embodied soulful experience, delighting in the pleasures of things that we love, things that we can enjoy. That other little fish is swimming up. So this is inviting us to really deepen our spiritual connection. And maybe some of that is experienced in the most mundane of ways. Some of it may be very intentional. So yeah, another thing I've been experiencing with this transit is feeling choked up. And that is basically a combination of the heart and the throat wanting to express something, whether it's love or gratitude or feeling just forlorn about things too. Like Pisces, especially with these planets in Pisces, we just want to have it all. We just want to have it all. And why can't we have it all? And why can't the world be at peace? And why do hurt people hurt people? It's just one of those where the heart is just all full of feels. And the invitation is to express or to move the energy, sing, dance, vocalize, write, journal, whatever it might be. Do an Instagram live. You never know. But the idea is to sort of crack us open where we've been holding for too long, where we've been keeping things in unnecessarily, move the energy, connect with someone else, feel seen, feel heard, feel held, do the same for others. That's what it's all about. So I hope that this energy is really beautiful and liberating for your heart and for your being. And yeah, do something special for this, but don't do it on the 30th because that is an eclipse and that is kind of a no-no. We'll talk about that in our eclipse video. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. Book your next astrology reading with me by visiting my website, where you can also sign up for my newsletter and stay up to date on courses, events, and new articles. Bye.